Sean Smith's mother, Pat, was at the hearings. Now, this weekend is the first Mother's Day that she won't have Sean to talk to, and she joins me now. Pat, I appreciate so much your being here on what I know is a very, very tough weekend for you. Pat, you were at the hearings. Did you hear anything that brought closure or that gave you a new level of comfort regarding the death of your son?
Absolutely not. I'm still waiting for answers to just about everything. I do want to say one thing, though. I want to wish Hillary a happy Mother's Day. She's got her choice, her child. I don't have mine because of her.
You have been very clear that you believe that Hillary is, at least in part, responsible for what happened that night. You talked to her face to face when your son's body was brought back. What did she say to you?
She said that she blamed the video just like all the rest of them did. And she also told me that she would get back to me. She was going to keep on checking on it, and she would get back to me with answers. She has not.
You've not heard from her?
Neither has anybody else.
So no one from...
Everything...
I was going to ask, Pat, is no one from the State Department, no one from the White House, no one contacted you since that day in Delaware?
Only one person contacted me. It was a clerk of some kind that read to me from the timeline that I already had, the timeline of the second day after it, the first timeline.
What do you hope they will tell you? What do you want to hear from them that would at least bring some comfort to you? Because I can't even imagine your pain. I mean, I'm a parent, and parents aren't supposed to bury their children. Our children are supposed to bury us. It's the way it works. So most of us can't relate to the hurt you have. What would help you if you could hear from someone in the government?
I want someone to admit that they blew it and that they made the wrong decision. I know these are hard decisions to make. I could probably never make those kind of decisions. But I do know that they asked for help. They were refused. I want to know why. Why were they refused?
I think all of us...
And I want it corrected.
Pat, I think all of us want that. Were you surprised of the candor of those who came forward and testified at the House hearings? Because they were pretty bold and blunt. And I thought that the little clip that we just played of Eric Nordstrom, where he became very emotional as he spoke about your son and the other 3 Americans who died, was especially revealing as to just how deep these folks felt for each other in that situation.
I know they felt bad. I could feel it. I could just feel how they felt. That's how I felt too. But the government doesn't care. They don't care about us people at all. All they had to do is tell me what happened and I would have gone away. But they didn't even bother. I was an unimportant person. And now I'm an unimportant person that doesn't have a child for Mother's Day, and I feel it so deeply. They cannot understand how I feel.
Well, Pat, let me just say, you're not an unimportant person, and that's why we wanted to talk to you, because we think that not only are you important, we think that your son, his life, his service to this country was important. He served honorably in the military. He served honorably as a part of foreign service. And one of the reasons that I really hope that we continue to beg and push and plead and demand answers is for you, Pat, and for the other family members. For all of us as Americans, this matters, but it can't matter as much to any of us as it matters to you. And that's one of the reasons that I want you to be able to tell your story and to share just the pain that you're having to endure, because nobody will give you a straight-up answer.
They don't care. They don't care.
Well, Pat, I want to assure you we do. And on this Mother's Day weekend, I am so sorry that you're not being able to share it with Sean. I want you to know we are not going to stand by and forget this. And I promise to you that whether we get answers, we will relentlessly pursue them because you deserve them. We all need to know what happened. Pat, any last thoughts from you?
We have other sons and daughters over there. It's too late for my son, I know that. But we have more out there, and they're going to be treated the same way. People, rise up and let them know you don't want that.
Well, Pat, God bless you and thank you. I appreciate your being here with us. Thank you very, very much. And we'll be right back.
Thank you.